Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Trailblazers We Love series. And today, I am excited to introduce you to our Trailblazer, Evan Frey. Hi, Evan. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Evan, I have a couple of questions for you. And the first one that I have is, how did you get started in the Salesforce ecosystem?
So my brother Corey actually got me started with Salesforce. He got me interested in Trailheads when he told me they were gamified. I was pretty much sold from there.
That's awesome. I love the idea of the gamification, and it really pulls a lot of people in. And once you start, you can't stop, right?
Yep, that's true.
So you mentioned Trailhead, and I think a lot of people would say that is their favorite Salesforce resource. I mean, I can remember when I was trying to learn Salesforce, in 2009, 2010, there was nothing like Trailhead. So it is such a benefit, such a great resource. What is your favorite Salesforce resource, Evan?
My favorite resource, Trailhead. I really enjoyed the admin Trailhead. The ISV Marketing Essentials on Partner Learning Camp. And also Jenna Mulby. Her website is really good for a lot of Pardot stuff. So
That's awesome. And those are some resources I haven't heard anybody mention yet. I know Partner Learning Camp is fairly new, and I really like that one too. I'm glad you brought that up. And it's interesting that there are so many niche sort of websites or blogs that people love. And that is a really good one for Pardot. So I'm glad you brought it up. So thinking about that, because I think you just brought up some really good, underrated Salesforce resources. What do you think is the most underrated Salesforce product or the best kept Salesforce secret?
the best kept Salesforce secret, I would say, is Iman's 30-minute webinars. He usually puts those out like once a month or so. He's super knowledgeable about Salesforce. He makes the webinars are very entertaining and educational, and they're just usually really fun to watch.
I'm glad you brought that up because those are one of my favorite best kept secrets about Salesforce too. They just are fun to watch, and they help you, break things down for your users, which I think is really cool.
Definitely.
So tell me, Evan, do you have a Salesforce prediction?
Um, Not at the moment. I mean, as far as yeah, not really.
It's hard. It's so hard because Salesforce does so many crazy things. Like, I can remember watching them make bids for companies, and I thought there's no way in the world that that acquisition is going to go through. And then we've seen some really big ones like Tableau and Slack, and it's almost impossible to predict what Salesforce is going to do next, right?
Maybe they'll buy Zoom. Who knows?
That would be incredible. I hope you're speaking that into existence. That would be really cool. Oh, that's so cool. It's been fun learning about some of your Salesforce interests, but I would also love to hear, Evan, what do you like that is not Salesforce related? Give us a recommendation for a book or a podcast, something that you enjoy that's not related to Salesforce.
Um, I'm a huge fan of Gary Paulson's like Hatchet series books, like Brian's Winter and those. I mean, I read them such a long time ago when I was younger, but still to this day they hold up as like some of my favorite novels.
Oh, that's so cool. It's fun to read, just as fun to read in general. And we spend so much time reading technical documentation that it's great to get yourself lost somewhere else, right?
For sure.
Evan, tell us where everybody can find you now that they know a little bit more about you. Where can everybody find you?
On cloudadoptionsolutions.com.
I love it. All right, Evan, thank you so much for joining us today. You are a trailblazer that we love.
Thanks.